coach, Colin Trice, the coach, King Trice.
And we're back now for game number 2 of the night. Ben Zollers, Jack Cavatelli, as we see the juniors and the seniors take on each other momentarily as the captains now in almost confrontation with that kind of rivalry. Even the coin toss is a confrontation right with each other. That's how much these teams want to beat each other pretty much, Jack, and it's really a tone setter here. The freshman and sophomore game, of course, was a freshman upset win, but the stakes aren't as high in that game as they are in this game right here. The senior class, their last chance here to beat this junior class, and juniors, good chance at an upset. But
yeah, and as Brett Yorko brought onto as a dig for his own team, the fact that they got shut out last year by the seniors of last year. So they're hoping to shut out the juniors, even though they won't. Definitely not biased, by the way. But I don't know, from what I saw before a game, it looks like the seniors' game plan is going to be just run jet sweep.
Yep, so the seniors will start the ball. We're going to assume that the juniors won the toss and deferred, but we don't actually know that. So then again, with the way the last game went, maybe that's not the case.
I think the seniors are home because, it's their senior year. They kind of own the school right now. But so you can see they're lining up you got 5 linemen unlike before, but they got almost everyone up on the field. You got almost, I'd say, a V formation here.
Handoff. The stretch, she's got a block. There goes. Ooh. It's a rough way to go down.
Yeah. When I meant jet sweep, I meant outside run. I was close enough. But yeah, you got coaching for the seniors. You got Owen King, Mason Bynum, and Colin Schwartz, all of who are some really great players for us. Owen King, of course, starting guard and linebacker. Mason Bynum was starting at both corner and at running back. And Colin Schwartz, who got first team all-league. Good luck for him in the future, and congratulations.
I second that. Is it going to be third down in about 2, 3? Yeah, third down and 3.
What's second? It might be second down.
No, second down, apparently. I could have sworn that it was already
empty formation, QB run there.
Everyone wants to be Lamar Jackson today, don't they? Now they're bound to the 14. Good run there to move the chains.
Yeah, so let's just throw away all the analysis I gave at the beginning about their whole game plan being jet sweep, because that's the only thing they ran before the game. So unless that was a big weak point for them, I mean, I believe last year they did run a whole bunch of jet sweep, and it did work. Well, didn't exactly work, but it worked for a little bit. And now they're lining up with an empty backfield. Or the C as a QB sweep.
Try the quarterback sweep again to the edge, and she is going to get held up, and forward progress will be stopped about the 6-yard line.
A really good reach block there. I mean, you saw great first step trying to get to the outside shoulder and turn her around. Well, couldn't quite turn her around, but got her downfield. Just if she was able to get her turned around, that could have been easily a touchdown.
First down. Handoff to the edge. Touchdown!
Touchdown for the senior.
Coaches look.
And the seniors strike first.
Coach Schwartz, Rios, and King look very happy about that one.
And who is it in the Shiesty, Jack? Were you ever able to figure that out?
That was Colin Schwartz,
Oh.
and it was Owen King, but he took off his face mask.
See, on the 2-point conversion to the edge, and the try is successful. 8-0.
Conversion good. Our score is now seniors 8, juniors 0. Our juniors will pick up the ball on their own 35-yard line.
So let's see if the juniors can answer back here. Not looking very good for our team. Oh, not looking very good. Not our team, as we are unbiased announcers, of course. We've
Yes,
seen
the
that
most
very much
unbiased
with Black.
ever.
Very unbiased. No, the juniors, though, it's not looking very good for them.
But hey, they haven't been on offense yet. But yeah, defense definitely needs to tighten up. But a very good all drive there by the seniors' offense. Now we'll see, however, what the juniors' offense can do. Oh, good. Finally, somebody's giving a signal to start and stop the clock. That's very helpful.
15:36 left here in the first half.
All right. So the clock is going to start at 15:30 on the clock, 8-0. Seniors, if you're just joining us, Benzales, Jacovatelli. And first play for the juniors of the game. It's going to be a sweep. Riley White is going to lose 1. So some of these play designs here by the coaches of the juniors who look rather cold. Those are who you're referring to with the Santa hat. Oh, that's who the Santa hats we were referring to were earlier. Oh,
They got their very own play sheet and all.
yes, really respect the dedication there. You can kind of tell. High snap, Bennett drops back. Bennett fires down the field. The pass is caught.
And a stiff arm and running through someone on that one.
A big first down.
It's weird. It seems like we haven't seen any short passes at all today. It's only deep passes.
And any short pass we've seen has been thrown like a deep pass. But yes, you're correct.
Let's see, lining up with an empty backfield. I wonder if that's the game plan. And
The snap
a
is dropped.
snap.
It's incomplete.
I don't know, Ben. I thought that was caught, but
No, it was.
it could have hit the ground. Maybe it was
did.
Maybe it was like the Des Bryant catch.
Oh, wow. We'll start comparing officials.
34-6. Anyways,
Drops back on second down. Throws high pass. That's it. Pick. No, it's dropped. It was in her hands, but she couldn't hold on.
so still
now-
8-0 here.
She's getting some heat from the officials. Looks like.
Looks like wishbone formation.
Third
and a
down, the toss.
there.
The rear, and that play is blown up. Back at the 45, and it's going to be fourth down.
A little bit aggression on that flick down to the flag. I don't know, Ben. I think she should get kicked out for that one. That's
So it's going to be fourth down and about 15. The juniors are going to go for it. Empty backfield. Bennett takes a snap. At least we think that's her. Drops back, hesitates, throws, and it's incomplete. No one was open.
Nothing but Hail Marys and runs. Kind of how I like football.
There's going to be a turnover on downs.
The seniors will pick up the ball.
See, punting's allowed, but I think all the coaches have practically said to their players, we are not punting it. So, 11:45 left here. 8-0.
So, seniors take back over. And there is a trophy for the first time awarded to the winner of this game, which is interesting. You have a trophy, but not an actual championship, as the ball is thrown and is tipped in the air, and it is incomplete. And it's going to be second down.
This is going to be definitely a very interesting game, as there is a chain crew, unlike on this paper as there's listed as no one. But the little, I don't know, I don't want to keep calling them the Sand Hats. I want to call them the Smurfs, but
To the outside.
I don't know.
Good
But
run.
what do we call them? The Smurfs? Do we call them the Santas? Like,
And Shayla Williams is really excited that she tackled someone, really jumping up and down and pulled her flag and threw it on the ground. Was really really enthusiastic about that. Interesting that didn't meet the criteria of the no taunting clause or something like that that's in these rules. But
well, I talked to referees and they said there's no rules. So
other than the rules that there are, run to the
What?
right. She's got room. Still up and down at the 25-yard line.
there are only rules if they get called. So
Just like when you're speeding, not that I do this, but I know some other people in our school definitely do from having to drive in the parking lot every day. It's only illegal if you get caught, right? Same thing here. So really respect the enthusiasm of some of these players here. Really hyped up for this game. With 9:44, and the clock will stop. At least they think that it should. And it'll be a timeout.
it's interesting. All 17, not all 17. Both teams have 17 players. So interesting people that are out. Sarah Parker is injured, and Stella Gochev went home sick today, as well as Zaina is not playing. Leah Nelson has soccer, and Emily Wagner is on concussion protocol.
I'm sure she's fine because she's up here in the booth with us, having to endure this wonderful, would you almost call it influx of conversation all of a sudden that's going on, especially over in her corner. Maybe you don't understand my joke, but if you were here and you knew the people I was talking about, you would think it was funny. 9:41 to play. Takes a snap. They're going to be quarterback draw to the left. And Williams isn't going to be able to throw a flag down this time. She got tripped up. Oh, maybe. And now he's down, so we'll get right up.
I was gonna say a pancake block there, but that was a reverse pancake block, aka the person got the person they were blocking didn't go down, but the person trying to block went down.
Exactly. So it's
So does that count as a negative pancake? How does that work?
yeah. I guess you could call it that.
Empty backfield once again. At this point, they should just run a screen.
The edge tackled. It's going to be no gain.
Ben, I'm just curious how you have I believe there's 11 on the field. How you have 10 blockers and 3 people got through.
Yeah, that's a really is a great question.
They must have the Giants O-line.
8-14, yeah. Tell me about it. And off to the right.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
nothing wrong there.
maybe we see some parallels. Miss Nash is a Giants fan, and she does run this. So maybe she's intentionally trying to, she feels so bad about having a team that is subpar and that spends a lot of money on subpar quarterbacks that she wants to translate it over here to make her fan base feel better. Hey, what's funny about that, Jack? She's still up here, and I didn't think she was, but that's all right. She needed to hear it.
Hey.
So 7:49 to play, another stoppage here. Still 8-0. Ben Zyler, Shaq Patelli, if you're just joining us.
So know how
And the seniors.
know how trucking is not allowed?
What?
Know how trucking isn't allowed, Ben? Someone just got sent 3 yards back. So I think trucking is allowed. And Miss Nash is not very happy about that comment.
Made a trophy for a game without a champion, without someone to win it.
I'm just singing your praise, Alex.
Oh, well, my fault.
Miss Nash, everybody, thank you very
For your
much
guest
for
appearance, yes.
creating this.
To the edge, that's a touchdown. Mia Fisher can't get on to make the tackle. One step too far behind, and now they're going to do a extremely
What happened to no taunting?
corny celebration. I mean, yeah, I hear it in
And there it comes.
the flag. Yep.
The seniors turning on their own. And Coach Rios going after the ref. Mr. Colin Schwartz knows how to block people, blocking them back from going at the referee. And there's, I believe, another penalty on the ground on Coach Rios.
There is a flag down on the play.
I'm not sure what the touchdown is.
Brett Yorko just informed us there's a flag down on the play. We would like to thank him very much for that information.
That was
It's
fake.
not. It's a touchdown, so they're going to force a 10-yard penalty on the 2-point conversion. We would like to thank Mr. Stevens for making that analogy. 6:40 to play. They're going to hand off, and that is not going to work because it turns out when you are like the Giants, when you have the offensive line of the New York Giants and you can't block, it's really hard to get a run for more than back to the line of scrimmage.
Unless you got Saquon Barkley. But
Even
then,
Saquon Barkley couldn't do that much.
he got like 7 yards,
Yeah,
if that.
it's
But
really impressive, actually. For
Conversion by the seniors is no good. The juniors will now pick up the
yeah,
ball.
so nothing. Ben, I don't know, nothing like a 20-yard 2-point conversion. And it looks like the referees and the senior coaches are having a little back and forth. It looks like hey, Ben, there is absolutely no bias on these referees. They're going after, they're all seniors except for Quinn, and they're going back, and they're calling the right calls. The integrity of the game lives.
flag down, and that's going to be an illegal procedure. So yeah, false start.
So a false start there.
Five-yard penalty.
And every single coach, actually every coach in the whole entire thing is completely out of the box, but that's besides the point.
So that's going to be a loss there. Back them up further. It's going to be 3rd down and 19.
Yeah, where's the penalty for a coach that's out of the box? I remember Abraham Lincoln game. We got a penalty for one of our players being on the field when he was on the bench. I don't understand how that works, but he wasn't on the bench. He was right next to the bench. But I don't understand how that made sense.
Right next to the bench, as in the physical bench, or the bench, like the sideline?
No, we have benches on the sidelines.
Yes.
He was literally right next to the bench, and
Okay,
he got
okay.
called for a penalty. But
Snap. They're trying. No, they're not going to pass. Of course they're not going to pass. They're going to try and run, and it's not going to work. Because it turns out that when you run the same play enough times, for the Smurfs here who have their play sheets and everything, you think that you'd have plays on them, and it doesn't seem that they're really trying to run
I mean,
any plays so far.
Ben, you can't blame them though. I mean, you got some really good athletes. All of them starting for our team. They know a lot of football. They've played a lot of football. They understand how to shut down these offenses.
Drops back, fires down the field. That's got to be a pick. Nope, it's dropped.
See, I've heard cover 4. I think what they need to use is cover 40. But
I like that.
We'll give the juniors their fourth down.
I mean, how many people do they have going out for a pass? Probably a solid 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Three minutes left here in this first
There's
half.
more guys than even like penny pack recess football. Those were some great years, though. I will say. Throwback to all the homies that I used of all the football games I used to officiate every day. Really had a great time. And the story is, Jack, I became the referee and the umpire of all the games because when I broke my wrist the one day, that's why I did to make myself useful, and then I just never stopped, and it was great. And that's actually my story. I thought in my head it sounded more exciting. So
I have a great story about recess football that I
Don't
don't
you?
know if I'm allowed to say on there. Let's just say it's supposed to be two-hand touch. Someone got suplexed. That's all you need to know. That's not a joke. Someone legitimately got suplexed. We do not condone suplexing people. Please do not do that.
it's a pretty good run there, down to about the 5.
And we just had Ben look up on his laptop what a suplex is.
I just wanted to double check so I could make sure that we were on the same page.
And
And
now
yes, I
have-
laughed in my head.
And now we have the seniors about to score again. Looks like coming
Possibly,
in at
anyway.
V formation.
Take the snap. Delayed handoff to the right. A sweep to the edge. Touchdown.
I don't know, Ben. There looked like there was a little bit of a false
Seniors.
start on that one.
I would definitely agree with that. Rim Gaber is going to take some nice pictures for Rim Gaber Photography. You can probably see him in the far corner there with his camera. And he's going to take a picture of a touchdown that Jack would argue, and I maybe could argue too, maybe should have came back because that was definitely a false start. But, you win some, you lose some. Still, 21 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game to
So, Ben, remember that...
throw on the two-point conversion, and it's caught. And she is in.
So, Ben, remember that stat line we made?
22-0.
Remember that that prediction we made for the freshman-sophomore game?
Yes, I do.
And know how this was supposed to be a close game?
Yes, I do.
It seems like they flipped.
I would agree with that, yes.
And this is why you should not bet, kids. I said this in the last preview. I will say this again. Do not bet.
Yes, because remember when you bet, the only winner is Vargas.
When you bet, you don't win. Look at Calvin Ridley. Where is he even at now, Jaguars?
He still has plenty of money. So,
Yeah,
in a
but
way.
he's like a fifth string. Barely seeing the field. On a 2-win Jaguars team.
There's a lot I could say about the NFL's policy when it comes to disciplining players. I don't think it would be appropriate to talk about on this broadcast because it definitely needs some changes. But speaking of policy. I think it would be a pretty good policy for these juniors to catch the ball, and they did it. They caught the ball. She's still going. Down to the 32-yard line. First down in a big gain. Now, this is going to look very similar to last driver. They did the same thing and then didn't score any points, so hopefully they can turn that around as their coaches are going to hold up their signs, and they really
we currently have 1 minute left here in the first half. Personally, I think the juniors could turn it around.
I agree.
We'd like
I
to give
definitely
a
agree.
special thank you to our volunteers tonight. Our volunteer referees, our volunteer chain down and down markers, our advisory adults, Mrs. Nash and Mrs. Kelly, our concessions, Mrs. Selasic, Mr. and Mrs. Gerlach, Mrs. Diamond. We would also like to thank our nurse on staff, Mrs.
Personally, I think we should do. I think we should make a championship game between the seniors and the freshmen. I know that's probably the worst case scenario, but here's the thing:
Well, there's two closest
If
games.
they-
Hey, if there's a championship game, I agree.
if
that
they
would be
if they were able to beat the sophomores, who I said were the second best, I want to see who the third best versus the fourth best.
drops back and she's gonna be sacked.
Hey, ready? You stay with the Panthers. Ready? 2, take 2, way to go for next. That's the hero. Right? Good job.
It's gonna make it.
And there's a
Coming along, the flag is
flag.
down.
Flag on the play, I believe, on the seniors for unsportsmanlike conduct. That will be a warning and a 10-yard penalty.
I think you can wait till the ball snaps. Well, usually. Yeah, you're right. As soon as they mark the ball, they should.
So it'll be first down and 5. Drops back, fires too far. And another
a
flag down.
flag.
They need to be careful. They could get 2 flags there for the conduct. So
The seniors are not. There is no bias. They are going straight. They're
contrary
going
to
straight
Jack's
home.
prediction.
I never said that. I would never go against the integrity of this game. I never would think the refs would go against their integrity.
Yes, football is even.
Please do not come after me, Dave Rash. I am kidding. He won't. I need to stop saying stuff like this on there.
So Jack, right now you're holding a shovel, and you are about 5 feet under.
Maybe, but
Delayed handoff to Riley White on the edge. White is in. Touchdown, juniors. With 30 seconds to go,
Down, juniors.
Who
Junior
look-
Riley White with the carry.
Riley White puts the juniors on
Our
the
score
board.
stands at seniors 22, juniors 6. Our juniors will now attempt the 2-point conversion to make the score 22-8.
So it's gonna be so it's 22-6. Seniors lead the juniors with 30 seconds to play in the first half. Now for the 2-point conversion, it's going to be tossed to the left, and flag's going to be pulled, tackled at the 3, and that play or the try is unsuccessful.
The 2-point
So it'll remain
conversion is
22-6.
no good. Our score stays at seniors 22, juniors 6. Our seniors will now take the offense on their own 35-yard line.
so the seniors will be taking over now. 31 seconds left here in the half. Probably a Hail Mary here. Once
Yeah,
again,
you could try and get a couple yards, but that would require passing, and it's not something we've seen a lot out of these playbooks so far.
if I was the juniors, I'd be running a prevent defense. I would have about 2/3 of my team way deep, and then I'd have the other third back just to make sure that like they don't get a short play and call timeout.
So it's calling the numbers. All right, let me double check with
Enough to the right, and that's going to be a good run to about the 50. Is when you first down and a timeout is called.
23.6 seconds left.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout called by the seniors.
Trying to get another play in. Maybe another 2 to try to score. Seems like a tradition that the seniors just run away with this.
Well, I mean, we'll see. It will be a tradition if that continues to be the case in the second half, but still got 20 minutes and 23 and 3/5 seconds to go. But this will require the juniors need a big stop here, I think, and if the seniors score any more points here, then they could be an insurmountable lead. Flag is already thrown. And it's going to be a false start, 5-yard penalty. Or it's going to be a 10-yard. No, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Either the seniors are really having this many penalties, or all the referees are traitors on their own team.
Down.
Fumble, 19 seconds
Puck is
left.
stopped.
19 seconds left in the first half.
Takes the snap, hands off. Gonna take it to the edge. He's gonna have good blocks, and she's gonna take it to about the 46-yard line. 11 seconds to go.
I don't know, Ben. I have physics homework to do, but the physics right there is once that running back gets in motion, they stay in motion.
True.
I don't understand that either.
Last play of the first half, they're gonna hand off. You think you would try and throw it to the end zone. That's not gonna work. And that'll do it for the first half. 22-6. Seniors on top of the juniors. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
Concludes the first half of our game. Our score is seniors 22, juniors 6. Yeah, you said it.
Back now for the start of the second half. Seniors 22, the juniors 6 here in game 2 of 2 in Powder Puff flag football. And Jack, it's been pretty good game for the seniors. Obviously, they're up 2 scores. What do you think they have to do to keep their momentum going?
I think they just have to stick to their bread and butter, the outside runs, the long passes, just kind of keep scoring because, honestly, it doesn't matter how good this junior offense can be. If their defense can't stop them and the seniors just keep getting points, the offense is going to be able to catch up.
Yeah, I agree with that. It looked like they were getting quite a few unsportsmanlike conduct penalties toward the end of the first half. So it'd probably be pretty big for them to limit those, but I do agree. We'll see here as
Our juniors will start with
the juniors have the ball first.
I don't remember if I was here our freshman year. I don't remember if I was here for Power Puff, but these teams last faced off when they were freshmen and sophomores. So there might be, I don't know how that game ended, but there could be some bad blood between them.
That's a good point. Did not think of that. First down. Look to fire. Down the field, wide open. The pass is caught. Still going. No. No, she's down, but at the 35.
A great sliding tackle
And they just
there.
pushed her own. She just pushed her own teammate over. That didn't make any sense.
A great sliding tackle there. Maybe she should try doing softball. Obviously, the senior coaches are not very happy about that.
First down from the 38. The handoff. Gets a block. Gets around a corner. To the edge. There she goes. And no, she's going to be out of bounds. Whistle blows down at the 5.
That was a fantastic block there. If you were able to see that, it was just pure power. It was a great job getting the outside defender who was rushing down, just stopping them, clearing them to outside to lead for a cutback lane for the running back, leading to a fantastic play.
Yep. 18 minutes and 25 seconds remain in regulation. 22-6 still. The juniors knocking on the door, however. It is first down in goal from the 9. Drops back, fires to the end zone, too far. The receiver, and it's incomplete. Drops back, fires to the end zone, touchdown! Juniors cut it to 1 score.
An incredible catch leads to a junior's touchdown.
It looks like the juniors were just able to find a hole in the zone, which we've seen between Penn State and the Eagles, and just overall, at least from my football experience, zone doesn't work very well. Once you find that hole, you can keep hitting the hole in the zone, and that's exactly what they did there. I know the seniors have are trying to get as many people covering in the goal line as possible, but sometimes you just need a blitzer.
2-point conversion throws incomplete off fingertips of
The 2-point conversion.
the receiver.
Our seniors remain on top with a score of 22, and our juniors are trailing behind with a score of 8.
Ben Dodge, Jack Capitelli up here in the booth if you're just joining us. 22-12. It's a 10-point lead for the seniors against the juniors here in Power 5 football. Up and there's Miss Nash. She decorates for Christmas before Thanksgiving. Can you believe some of these people? First down. Into the edge. She's staying bound to the spin move and then knocks over. Oh, that's a weak call.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a weak call.
I saw nothing wrong with that. They were
He was pushed into her.
I will play devil's. Actually, wait, no, that was on the seniors. The seniors already ran someone over once. I don't see anything wrong with them doing it again. It's just what happens when you play football. I know it's flag football, but it's just a part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting they choose to enforce the rules, some of those rules now and not before. But, you know.
Ben, it's weird you're saying that considering all the referees are seniors. So if they would, not saying they are, but if they would do anything, it would be in favor of the seniors. So unless there's a little,
yes, it would.
unless there's a little rivalry between the coaches and the referees, which in that case,
Double reverse. A fake Philly, as it's called in the Eagles Madden playbook. The pistol, a fake Philly special, which is more just an end around almost, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
juniors,
14 minutes, 14 seconds to go. 22-12. Seniors on top of the juniors on 2nd down and 13. The run. We'll get them back to what's the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard or two past that.
Coach
they're gonna 4
Colin
yards past,
Schwartz not looking very happy about that having a no call. They think there was a tackle on that. I would say otherwise.
I would agree.
It was kind of just what happened. Both of them kind of fell into each other, so I wouldn't call that necessarily a tackle. And one of the referees just threw something at one of the coaches.
Where are these cheerleaders at?
Yeah, they're supposed to be male cheerleaders, and not one
That's
of
a given.
them.
Big run there. Big hole. Still going. Down the sideline. Cuts inside and finally taken down at the 20.
I'm wondering.
Finally a tackle that was actually a tackle.
I'm wondering if they don't have them this year.
Or maybe they complained about being cold and then the referees ejected them. Hey, it's a possibility.
Here's my prediction. I think they're just going to come out like halfway through this half and just start. They're going to come out in the conga line or something.
Whichever team has less players that decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving will win. And so far, we're seeing Miss Nash have an even greater influence on people than
Ben, honestly, I
we thought before.
I don't think we should have this game anymore. I think we should have a one-on-one you versus Miss Nash.
do you want her to like? Do you want me to like suplex her? Like, hold on a second, bro. What do you mean one-on-one? What do you mean? What do you mean?
In a football game.
Well, I mean, I do wait to decorate for Christmas until after Thanksgiving. So by default, I would a 99% chance in the Vargas betting odds of winning, as it's incomplete and falling down. I don't know how you fall down on that play, but
And Coach Bynum just threw his crutch and it just broke, and he's gonna have to spend money to fix that. And also, could you not?
that is extremely unfortunate. Where did you see it breaking?
it wasn't necessarily a break, but the little foam piece fell off, and so Coach Bynum obviously not happy about whatever happened. I didn't see any call, so he got mad. It looks like there's some talks and stuff. Man, it's a whole mess right now on the senior sidelines.
The handoff to the left side. First down and more. Still going. Down to the 50 or maybe about the 47-yard line into enemy territory.
And the one blocker just got hip checked.
Yes.
The seniors convert on fourth down.
You see some players on the sideline for the seniors hugging each other and looking away from the game, which is probably not a good idea if they want to win. That would be a good advantage, too, to the juniors for the seniors to stop paying attention. However, it looks like that their focus is regained after hearing some cheers, and they will follow up to about midfield, and it's going to be first down.
There's some serious conversation going on between the refs and the senior coaches. I don't know what that's about.
They snap the quarterback sweep to the right, and he's going to be down. Oh, she stays up. Still going. Spins down to the 31.
I mean, that was a great play. I would almost fell, but was able to stay up. And referee Burkert was about to throw a flag, but decided not to. And I don't know, that might be referee Foley talking with the senior coaches. For referees, they're not really taking their job seriously right now. A lot of messing around.
Yeah, well, I mean, which one do you think is the actual referee? Because then you have to have a head linesman and a line judge and an umpire as the all thrown. That's a duck too, and that's going to be caught. First down and more. And so he's going to be down because her flag lost her flag. I assume that's because it was pulled out.
That's kind of how
it's
that
funny,
works.
but it will move the sticks.
That's kind of how that works, Ben.
Well, at first I thought maybe it could have possibly fallen out, but then I thought to myself, I heard it as I said it, that the way that this thing's friction in, that is very unlikely to happen.
And there looks like there's some commotion over there as everyone is still huddled all together. And a lot of conversation going on.
So first down and goal from the 5. Seniors knocking on the door looking to put this game all away.
So it looks like Seven's first pushing out there.
So we have Miss Nash now walking up through the bleachers here with the trash bag. That explains a lot, doesn't it, Jack? Sweep to the edge. And down. Down at the 3.
And the senior coach is not very happy about that.
And it's just gotten extremely quiet in here all of a sudden.
Yeah, a lot of confusion is going on. The clock's still running. I don't know how it's still running. I don't know what the score is.
In future broadcasts, we'd like you to know we'll be connecting Mr. Anderson, our director, his mic to the broadcast so we can hear everything he says too, because it is quite funny. He might actually have the best commentary of all of us.
Yeah, so Ben, I don't
Second
know.
down and goal. They throw to the end zone. That's a duck. That's an interception. No, it's caught.
All
3
right.
defenders there, and the seniors are going to walk away with this one.
There's still 7 minutes left.
As Bugs Bunny would say, well, that's that. Most likely.
Ben, there's still 7 minutes left. Anything can happen.
attempt to put 2 more on the board here at the 2-point conversion. Handoff to the edge. Got to extend there. No good. So it'll remain 28-12.
2-touchdown game right now.
Conversion is incomplete. Our juniors will now pick up the ball at their own 35-yard line.
20-12, 6 minutes left. 2-touchdown game. Can the juniors pull it out and make us have the first overtime game in HH Powder Puff football history? As our director,
Juniors will take over, and yeah, definitely not what we expected. They're getting, to put it lightly, destroyed.
and people are leaving. In the
Heading
stands.
for the exits, guys. Heading for the exits.
Just like every single Rutgers game after halftime.
You know, I can attest to that because I was actually at a Rutgers-Penn State game a couple years back, and I can attest that yes, Rutgers scored 1 touchdown or field goal or whatever it was, and all their fans around us thought that they were winning the game. That was with 14 minutes still remaining in the first quarter, and they did not score again in that game. So yes, after halftime, it was all Penn State fans. Actually sung the alma mater at the end like it was a home game. So yes, that is a very good example, Jack.
And an empty backfield pass here.
You've got to catch that.
So, unlike basketball, you don't want it to go through the open arms, kind of like a hoop. You want it to be caught. So, just to let everyone know that real
Yes,
quick.
I think that you understand the difference. Clearly, they're having a great time on the sideline, opening their arms to each other, but they need to understand that the ball wants to be caught and not hugged. Drops back, fires down the field. That's got to be intercepted. Nope, it's going to be dropped again. Or not much of a drop. That was more just a throw over the head of the defenders. And the 5 defenders are the 1 receiver in the area. And that's going to make it 4th down and 1.
How funny would it be if the freshmen just decide to come out like halfway through the game and start and or after the game, kind of like a WWE moment, kind of just like staring down the seniors for a seniors freshman game.
I could see that. I mean, after how nice the newly paved TD Bank parking lot right next door to us is, after seeing that, that must really inspire them, really hype them up to do that, especially with the way that the truck driver backed into there yesterday in traffic. I personally witnessed it. If you saw that, you would the most hype moment of this week personally for me. If I could back in a truck that well, then I would personally be very excited too. You weren't there, but if you were, you would understand what I was talking about.
And the coaches and the referees seem like they're getting into it right now.
I can't even tell who's a coach and who's a referee at this point. The referees probably should wear something to mark them as referees, other than just like them holding the flags.
Well, also they didn't intend for the seniors to be wearing suits,
Oh.
and referee Quinn making Coach Schwartz have to go back to the sideline. And a jet sweep.
Hand
there.
off, clock runs. 1st down and more for Riley White as she gets to the 45.
And she keeps going even though the whistle was blown. And was dragging a solid 2 people.
A big first down for the juniors.
So 3 minutes now remaining in regulation. 3rd 28-12. Seniors up over the juniors.
Empty backfield here.
First down, throws, passes complete. Over the middle. And that will be a first down.
I don't get why it has to be flag football. We should just put them in pads. just put everyone in pads, because here's the thing. I want to see what would happen.
Even if it's still flag, because they're still basically getting tackled anyway on half these plays.
I just want to know when you can actually block completely and all of that. Like actually being able to block, tackle, fumbles count, like all of the rules of regular
The toss,
football.
it's a Philly special. For the 8th time this game, throw the end zone, touchdown! And the juniors stay alive.
The Junior Smurfs.
Touchdown, Junior.
And Coach Smurf 1 through 4 is very excited that their team is still in this.
Well, I mean, the Smurfs are Kevin Long, Zach Gaver, Brody Swaggart, and Dev Savalia. So personally, I would say that Dev is Papa Smurf, and Smurfette or Smurfette is I would definitely put as Kevin or Brody, and I don't remember any other Smurf names, so I will not be listing the rest. As we toss, they're almost going to try the same play again because they think it's so genius, and it's going to be caught for the 2-point conversion, and they're going to say it is good. And it's 28-20.
Coach Schwartz taking off the face mask is mad, and there is. Oh wait, I thought there was a flag.
It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown, and the refs are getting at it with the senior coaches.
You think they would almost throw
And
them
now-
out of the game?
and
Oh,
now-
some arguments.
And now the teacher coaches are starting to talk with the referees.
Now, seniors 28, juniors 20.
Yeah, and you see that I cannot make out who it is, but you bet you probably saw it. This one girl for the seniors was very animated. Did not like the refs call. Personally, I believe that there is an ejection clause, a disqualification clause in these rules. So I believe that they should be that I think that the refs should pettily enforce them. Just my opinion, of course.
I thought we were commentating Powerpuff Football, not WWE or UFC, whatever we want to go with. Whoever you watch. Minute 44 left. 8-point game. Timeout, I think.
1 minute 44 to play. 28-20, and the juniors not down but not out. You really got to appreciate how all the Smurfs are wearing headsets, or not even headsets, headphones, even though they're standing right next to each other and there's no microphone, so there's nothing for them to hear. But you got to respect the look, I guess. But hey, they're the Smurfs, so that means that they're the coolest.
Ben, I wish we had the technology to be able to interview the senior coaches after this game, because I want to know what's being said on that sideline.
Okay, but like a regular tackle. Okay, ready, one, take one.
So first down, empty backfield. I'm just going to run another sweep. Maybe if they called more plays, so she was hit in the ear, that's too bad. We do hope she's okay. And now flags are down. That was
Flags are down,
almost.
and they're talking with the senior coaches right now. There's all kinds of stuff happening. And it looked like the girl got body checked out of bounds and now is walking around. I'm so confused what's happening right now.
Yes, you almost got to yell at Brett Yorko is currently being yelled at to start the clock.
I'm saying no to that. No, those are the coaches. That's not the. Okay, it's not. That's not the. No, wait, yeah, that's the coach. They were out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
The coaches, there's a lot of miscommunication now. We got some chatter up here. They're trying to start the clock even though it was out of bounds, which means the clock would stop. They
And a run.
was a handoff on first down.
And a little bit of holding there.
Yeah. What do you think that some of the seniors right now are saying to the rest of their coaches? They seem pretty upset. They're almost saying that this game is rigged. It is rigged. It's a violation of the stressed rules clause of the rule book. It was rigged. I'm
That's
telling you
it.
it was rigged.
Ben, that's it. You're cut off. You're done. You're done.
Good
All
luck.
right, here I'm Jack Cuffelli. I'm doing both play-by-play and color now.
This dream come true.
Yes, we're doing. I'm doing everything because we're cutting off Ben.
In next year's game, we will make
He's
sure.
saying it's rigged.
In next year's game, we will make sure that we have a replay set, or at least in the official all replays. We will have replays and all. How can I phrase it? All officiating shall, I personally feel, should be done from the announcer's desk. Personally, they're gonna hand it off. Oh, that's actually a good play. He's got room. Oh man, the beat and out of bounds. He's gonna fall down. Not a flop. That was a flop. That was a flop. What a. Now we're really just taking advantage. I say they're taking advantage of the rules. That's why I said they're taking advantage of the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Taking advantage of the rules and flopping when they're not being pushed in an attempt to gain favorability from the referees. And
30 seconds left.
I don't repeat myself. Takes a snap. Doesn't even drop back. Just throws. It's not intercepted. Please reset the game clock to 16 minutes, 16 seconds.
Bro, $10. Do you think they know how to reset this clock?
I do know how to reset the clock, and you should too because you're instructed how to do it. And now the clock is running. Brett Yorko's kind of fumbling his clock operator job by the end. Seniors are going to run to the edge, and they're going to try and score. Going to get out of bounds. No, she was inbounds, and that's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. As time expires, she did not step out of bounds. And the seniors beat the juniors, contrary to Jack and I's predictions.
With a little bit of controversy on both sides. But you know what? I guess it cancels out.
So the moral of the story is don't let the Smurfs coach your football team because you will not win.
And
And Vargas will be very, very unhappy with you.
And do not bet.
We thank everybody for coming out and attending tonight's game.
So the final score, seniors
To our concessions.
third. I personally, the real officials up here at the announcer's desk will be calling that. We'll be ruling that a touchdown, and that will be a final score of 34-20. Seniors take care of the juniors. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight. You may or may not have enjoyed the outcome, but we definitely hope that you enjoyed what we had to say about it. For Jack Cuffelli, our entire crew, and Ben Zoller saying good night from Dennis Steinley.